YouTube. Some people do not like Facebook, and that's actually, I'm married to one of those. So there's different ways that you can market. Um, I want people to understand that I came from an offline business and then I came online. So a lot of this I've had to learn over time. So you will not learn everything that in one setting. You will not. You have to go through the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. If you do want to do video marketing, great. Video marketing is a great strategy. It's kind of like, well, where do I even start with video marketing? You can share this if you wanted to. You can share the Zoom here tonight. What we're going to show is the steps to get started though tonight. And I think everybody on here has literally, hold on one second. Make sure everybody is muted here as they come on. So we're gonna show literally how to get started. And when my husband and I first started out, when we had a carpet cleaning business, we were like, okay, well, what are we gonna name it? Right. So you think about domain names and things like that. So with an online business, and I'm gonna just share my screen. And Rob, if you can let everybody on that's joining here tonight, that'd be great. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going live right now on my YouTube channel. And this is what I do. When I get into a home-based business, I sit down and I formulate a plan. Okay. So with my mediums right now of marketing, I'll show you everybody tonight. It is literally Facebook. I have a Facebook account. I have a YouTube account. I have a TikTok. I have an Instagram. And then I also send traffic to my capture page. So here you have a domain name, which you can purchase through GoDaddy, through Namecheap, and Rob helps you get all this stuff if you don't even understand any of that part. You have a domain name, okay? You can send traffic literally to domain names. So right here, I have my domain name, which is the part of the company name, and I have it going right to a capture page. From the capture page, I'm collecting an email. One of the things that I had to get really good at was not explaining things because I was way too busy to do that. I could not explain. I could not sit and talk to people all day long. And even when they launched Facebook and Messenger, and hey, I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings here, but I do not sit on Messenger and message people all day long. I just don't have the time. My thing is if you have a question, call my cell phone, you know? And so it expanded in 2019 to have this system so that it could help any business opportunity. Because at first it was just my training. At first in 2019, it was just my training and people, they could get my training and that was it. There was no affiliate tied to it at all. I don't know if anyone understood that or understands or even knows that about Get Fearless Freedom. I did not have an affiliate section tied to it. So when we expanded it, and this is what it looks like now, it has a 7-minute video. Okay. And there's 4 levels. In 2023, we came out with a $500 level because for many, many years, we only had a 200 level. So then we expanded it to a 500 level because we wanted people to use the autoresponder that we have with Craigslist. And then after that, the end of 2023, we added on a 1000 level. The 1000 level has all of my training in it for if you're stuck, if you need mindset training, and if you need this and that, it's in a one-stop shop. And so we expanded it so that we could teach people how to use YouTube effectively. If you go to my YouTube channel, if you want to subscribe to the person's channel that brought you here, you can see all of my content on YouTube. So the first level is the funnel builder to where you can collect a lead for any business. It's $200, $47 a month. Okay. You can collect leads for any business opportunity. And I'm going to go through this as well here tonight. I just want people to understand that when you get into Get Fearless Freedom, you're pretty much off the ground running. And we're even making this one-click funnel even better. My son and I, we met with our programmer, and we're always doing things better, okay? So I just wanted everybody to understand kind of the timeline. It's a good idea to know kind of where the system has gone in case you're talking to anybody or you have a prospect that maybe's answered an ad online. We give 100 ads plus, Rob does, when you join. We also have a laptop if you want a Windows-based laptop, or if you want a Chromebook, then you can ask, you can get with Rob on that. Okay, we have two options. You have to have tools, in this business of internet marketing, you really have to have tools. So you sit down and you say to yourself, all right, well, what tools do I really need? Well, you need a domain name. These are the questions that I get asked too, by the way, on a day-to-day basis. Still, after 6 years of having this going on, 6 years, I still get people asking me, what do I do? How do I get started? Number one, you want to get a domain name and you want to utilize your social media. Okay. Most of the time when how Rob and I are getting 30, 40, 50 signups a quarter, okay, we're we're on social media. People know they can get a hold of us. Okay. Turn your Facebook into an ATM. Okay. We're getting signups and sales all the time. We do one post and you can see right here, last week's Zoom, I put the recording up and people have been opting into my website. So as you're building your followers, right? Your followers on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, wherever you want to build your list, right? Because you want to build a list. Because your person that saw that ad, they might forget about you. They might see something else that popped up on their timeline on social media. You understand something that you have about 6 seconds to catch someone's attention in the internet marketing space. So you got to stand out. And so when last week when I did 1, 2, 3, 3 people came in and joined us at the 2000 level, then we put up a post about it. Now, if you're not posting or you're not advertising your business, then there's something wrong. Nothing is going to happen. Literally nothing. Zero, zilch. You'll wonder, what the heck? How come I'm not making any money? It's because you're not advertising your link. You're not advertising your website. So I've taught thousands and thousands of people, and the number one reason why Rob and I keep crushing sales with Get Fearless Freedom is because we're consistent and we advertise. We post on Facebook. So I'll show you my little cheat sheet here. It's called my 7-figure traffic guide for a reason. It's a quick start. Okay. Again, I'm only live on my YouTube. I'm recording this. I'm not going to share all of my traffic secrets. Okay. It's in the guide once you join. But I can tell you that I have a DMO. I sit down and for 90 minutes, I drive traffic. I literally block out the rest of the world, whatever's happening. And my family knows it. And I'm sitting down and I'm driving traffic to a domain name or to one of my lead capture pages that I've created in the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. So here's the guide. Welcome to Get Fearless Freedom. You've joined it, so you see the process. So there was one thing that I was really, really good at in high school. I might have flunked out of algebra and might have flunked out of English, but there was one thing that I was really good at, and I took all of the classes. 2 things, psychology and also processes. I was in shop all the time. I was like, okay, how do you put this table together? Like, you have the legs, you have the table, plunk, right? Cha-ching, we did it. I made one. So I'm really, really good at processes. So you take any process online, any business that you can think of, and this is always their process. There's usually a 3 to 4 step process, whether it be network marketing, whether it be an attorney, doctors, dentists. They all got an intake process, right? They all have a way for you to learn about their business, correct? Am I right or wrong? Are we following me?
Absolutely right.
Absolutely. So why would it be any different for you? You have a domain name, which goes to your capture page, which then goes to a bridge page. Sometimes, maybe not. Maybe you don't have a bridge page. Maybe you don't have a branded page. Then there's usually a sales presentation, and then there's a follow-up email. I've used the same 3-step process, even though it's really, really boring to me. I've done it over and over and over again. It's boring to me now. In the beginning, I was like, shoot, and it's like anything. Whenever you learn something over and over and over again, what? It's going to become a habit, right? So anytime Rob and I, now Rob's working with me full time, and guess what? Even my husband's working with me now. I got the whole family working with us, working with me. And so there's always that three-step process. You take them to a capture page. If they opt in, great. If they don't, they go on. Next, right? So your whole focus, guess what? Your whole focus is the lead generator. If you're a lead generator machine, you can stink at sales. You can absolutely stink at sales. But if you're great at lead generation, and that's what I got really, really good at, because again, when I started this business 12 years ago, I did it at night. I did it at night because I was homeschooling the kids. Rob and Amanda both got bullied in high school. And so I pulled them out of school and I said, you're not going to go to public school anymore. So we pulled them out of school and we homeschooled the kids during the day. At night, I would sit down and do the same process. I would do a video at night. I'd do a YouTube video, and that's how I built up my YouTube channel to over 400 videos now. I would literally do a video a night. If you're wondering, hey, how can I explode my Get Fearless Freedom of it business? Do a video a day. We can do a video a day challenge. And this is what I've taught many, many people. And so you can do a video a day, you can do a solo ad a week, but you know what? Do something. Because the more that you think about it and the more that you don't do something, what happens? You get stagnant. Like, and then you're like, oh, shoot, I knew I should have done that. Oh, shoot, that's right. Tammy told me I should be doing the DMO. You get it when you join. You get the DMO when you join. Literally instantly, as soon as you pay that $47, you get my DMO. You get my 7-figure blueprint. Fernand knows it. So I'm just sharing the process here. So you never have to worry when you get a referring member what to do with that member. They're going to get this. Okay. And if you have Rob setting you up and doing the little details behind the scenes, awesome. Great. You know, especially with the laptop deal. If you're getting a laptop deal at the 2000 level, the sponsor, the referring member sends him the money, I send him the money, and then you get set up. That's how it works with Get Fearless Freedom. It's a really, really easy process. Okay. Someone's recording the screen and I'm not sure who. So let me just stop and let me stop and check. Let me make sure that people aren't recording something they shouldn't be. Rob, do you see anyone recording that shouldn't be on here?
I saw something, but I don't know who.
Okay. Yeah, just so you know, you don't have any permission to record. If you do want the recording, you can ask me for it afterwards, but if you're recording this without asking me permission, please stop the recording. So anyway, I've done thousands of Zooms, thousands, and I've never had anybody really record it. But you can get the recording. You can look at my timeline. You can go to the Facebook group. You can go to my YouTube channel if you want to listen to this again. So are we all clear on the three-step process? One of the things that we really work on a lot, Rob and the programmer and I, is the front end funnel, we call it. So this is the front end funnel. You have a capture page, which then goes to typically a branded page. Like I said, let's just do a real quick recap. You have a capture page, which then goes to your branded page. You want people to know who you are if they're going to fork over $2,000 to you. Does this make sense here tonight? So we have those available for you. We actually have 5. And then the 7-minute video, that does all the telling, selling, the explaining. Okay. All of the offers and that's what it's called, an offer online. Whenever you're an internet marketer, network marketer, or an affiliate, it's an offer online. We're always making sure that the 7-minute sales video is always converting, and it has. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have joined Get Fearless Freedom because of the simplicity, okay? If you haven't joined yet, make sure you get back to the person that's invited you here tonight. So this is the capture page, and then, whoops. So that's the capture page. This is the video. This is how you join. There's a registration video even right here. It's a very easy walkthrough, and you can get sales in the middle of the night. Sales while you're sleeping. The process is very simple. There's 2 payments, 2 separate payments. I want to stress this. There's a $47 admin fee. It goes to the company, and then the referring member gets paid the second fee. So there's always 2 payments. So you'll get paid after you see an email, you can take in Cash App, Zelle, MoneyGram, Walmart MoneyGram, you know, you name it. That's the most popular payments, and they come to you directly. The company does not take any money. Okay, does that clear? So once that person listens to the 7-minute video, 200, 500, 1,000, or 2,000, they have that choice right here on the registration page. Okay. And right on the video, right on the 7-minute video, I keep getting lost on where my tabs are. Hold on a second. Right on the 7-minute video, it's going to explain what the levels are. Okay. And I'm going to go in a little more detail here tonight too. And Rob, if I've missed anything, I should know this stuff by heart, right? Because I've been doing it for so long. So we have a callback hotline. If you get asked by someone, if you work on Facebook, which a lot of people do, nothing to knock social media, but most of the time I'm actually answering emails. I'm off of Facebook. Okay. Facebook can become a vortex. Okay. Like you're getting sucked into it and you know, you think you might have to message someone back all the time. That's not what this is about.
No.
I've never ever enjoyed Facebook Messenger all day long. That's not what it's about. You will have this set up one click for you. These are the benefits if you need to see exactly what you're paying $47 for. Well, number one, you don't have to worry about the support. You don't have to pay a support team like Rob and I do. We pay him thousands of dollars a month in order for him to take care of any email setup. Like if you have any questions whatsoever, support at getfearlessfreedom.com. So you get the affiliate position to resell GFF for 47. You get the done for you emails that closes your sales. I go into my back office and I have a special email portal. You don't. And by the way, get very familiar with your back office. There's tons and tons of training back here. I have lots and lots of masterminds, Zoom masterminds, how to create a Facebook event like for tonight, like I do. Every single Monday, I'm always creating a Facebook event. Why? It's free. And I get a lot of people on here from Facebook. And I made a lot of money off of Facebook. So that is how I utilize my Facebook profile very, very effectively. So you have training literally for every single lead generation that I do. We have, again, the 5 bridge pages. That's very important. We're even perfecting the one-click funnel. Rob can talk about that in a minute. We host all your pages and we pay for the servers. Some of the pictures are covering that here, Rob. But I also want to mention that tonight, especially because we're doing a little different Zoom and not the formal presentation, the 800 number is something I pay for every single month, no matter how many minutes. Okay, so don't worry about it. Send people to the 800 number. I do the callback. I'm very good on closing sales. If you haven't picked that up, I'm very good at closing sales. So all you have to do, honestly, is send people to me. Okay, 800 number right there. And then again, there's a paid email that you get now. We had to actually put that into effect last February. There's a paid email that you get. Why do you get a paid email and why do you need a paid email? Well, ever since the autoresponders changed up, they no longer like Gmail. They want everybody on earth to have a paid email for their autoresponder. Don't ask me. It wasn't me. I didn't make the change. It was Gmail and Google and all the, rich billionaires that made the changes. So I want everybody to know we included one. We did not increase the price at all. We kept it the same. So it's still $47 a month and you get that $10 a month email. I eat the cost on that. Does that sound good? Anytime there's a change, I try to typically not pass it on to my members. I haven't raised my fees. I have not raised the $47 in like what? Well, ever since we ever. Never changed it.
Yeah.
So it's always stayed $47. Okay. And even like I said,
$1.56 a day.
$1.56 a day. And I never even added anything with the 800 number. I eat that cost. So again, utilize the 800 number, send people over to me. If anyone asks you any questions, say, you know what, that's an amazing question. And the best part about GFF is we have a callback team. In fact, you can speak to the owner, Tammy, or Rob, the co-founder. So I just want people to understand you're a highly paid tour guide. You never have to explain anything. And I get sales all the time. I have people ask me certain questions. But the main questions are literally, is it techie? And I'll say, no, you don't have to have any techie ability. Do I have to do training? No, no. And do I have to drive traffic? Well, yes, of course. That's about all you have to do is drive traffic. So this is the exact membership. Again, unlimited pages and campaigns. I'll log in here tonight, seeing how I'm doing more of a, before we get to the bonus, I'm doing more of a freestyle here tonight. And everybody liked this style. It's a little different. We changed it up a little bit. I'm doing more of a training tonight than anything. But think about it. What domain name do you want? Right? For me, I have the fearlessmama.net. I brand my domains. Like my husband and I just picked out another domain. So I started to say when we first started a business, we used to get a hat. We got a hat, we put a bunch of names into a hat, and then we picked it out of the hat. And we're like, oh, this is what we're going to call our business. We had one called Magic Carpet Cleaning Business. We went out and got a carpet cleaner. Does anyone remember that story I've told before? And then when we were mortgage brokers, it was called Universal Funding Group. So whatever you want to be called is fine, as long as it doesn't have Get Fearless Freedom in the name. I'm cool with it. Okay. So you can have that. You can have a domain name. And then next, you're just going to launch your business. You're going to launch your business with some of the images that Rob gives you. You want to make money, right? You want to make it like some people need it like yesterday. And I just want people to understand this is not a get rich quick. There are going to be some things that you need to learn. You're going to need to build some trust with some people in the beginning, make sure that you stay consistent. The other thing I want to talk about is literally the support that you have. I've always told people that when I first started, I said, you know what, I don't know that question, but as soon as I get that answer, I'll let you know. There's probably not one thing that I haven't done with marketing. I've done drop cards, I've done business cards, I've done flyers. I haven't done a billboard, but I've done magazine ads. You can do magazine ads. In fact, there's the broker that I use for the newspaper ads. Has anyone read a newspaper on here? I know it's a silly question. Has anyone read a newspaper lately? No? Really? All online? Huh. Well, did you know there's a whole target market of people my age and up that are still reading newspapers? Specifically, some of the ones that come out on Friday nights and Friday, Saturday, Sunday? There's a whole bunch of us that are still using newspapers and reading newspapers. Guess what? You can put a little ad, like a little blip, right? And I learned from all these guys, these direct response marketers, how to do advertising like that. And you can literally then send people to your capture page. You haven't even spoke to them one time. They're coming to you. They're coming to you. Why would you want to try to figure out how am I going to cold call? And I had a lady one time this year, actually, in fact, she wanted to do a bunch of cold calling. And I said, you don't see her anymore. She didn't last too long. I said, I'm just telling you how I'm doing. Hey, if you want to reinvent the wheel, go for it. Reinvent the wheel. But I give you guys literally like hundreds of places to advertise. I get up to 2,500 clicks a day. And soon I'm going to be running people's traffic. There's going to be a little button in our back office that's going to show where I can literally run your traffic every single week and get leads onto your list. Because that's the whole point, right? Is for me to have people to follow up for you, right? So I just wanted to show one more thing, Rob, and then I'll have you add stuff. So this is the levels. I'll do four more things, 4 more bullet points tonight. $200 funnel builder. Okay, you can utilize this for any business opportunity, any. And how do you do that? Well, you log into your back office and you go into the capture page area right here where it says create capture page. Makes sense, doesn't it? See, so far I'm not losing anybody. So far it's so simple, so very easy. You create a capture page. So you get that if you're just at the 200 level, that's what you're going to get. Yes, you're going to get some of my training, and of course you're going to get my whole blueprint. my whole blueprint. And even if you scroll down to the bottom, which I can't because this is a live overview promo for my members, if you went all the way down, you would see a lot of my resources. Okay. So there you go. You got the funnel builder, you got the 5 bridge pages. Okay. Um, then the next part, I got to close some of these windows. I apologize. And then the next part is the 500 mastery. We've put a lot of value, a lot of training into this. In fact, there's reels and faceless video marketing training back here, Rob's Facebook training. Hint, hint. If you're not making money on Facebook, I suggest you go through his training, set up your Facebook account the way Rob and I have it, because we have people coming to us all the time from Facebook. I made $4,000 last week from Facebook, and then I made 8,000 just recently, last week or last month from Facebook. So I can't do the math very well. Was I over 12,000? So I mean, utilize your Facebook account. Don't be shy. Use your Facebook account. So he's got his Facebook mastery training in there. In fact, we do Facebook trainings from time to time. Right here is one of my favorite ones. I've talked about this in the beginning. This is the supreme level training. Again, look at all the videos we have back there. This is all done for you, so you don't have to figure it out. Okay, I'm just going to keep you muted, Sharon. If you could do that for me, that'd be great. This is the Fearless Elite, the 2000 level. This is where we get into the bonuses. I'm going to have Rob go over what he just did for 3 people, the setups. And if you want to join tonight or refer people over to us, this is what you'll get. You'll give them. Okay. It's amazing. I mean, the training back here, in fact, the training and the resources, let's see, Shirley has them, Catherine has them. Who else is on here? Chris has them now. And then our other new gal, Chris, Karen has them, Amelia has it. James now has it because he just upgraded. So anyone that's upgraded, you would go right to your back office, and underneath this, right here, Freedom Elite, see where it says right here, outside resources. If I click on that, it's going to show all of them. But if you click on that, anyone that's at the 2000 level right here, you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're going to get access to all those newspaper ads, everything like that that I talked about. And if anyone ever wants to run an offline newspaper ad, just let me know. And also, if anyone ever wants to run a magazine ad, especially in the fall. I mean, we're in the summer months. It's a little bit slower, June, July, but then it starts picking up again August, September, October. It gets crazy busy. So you want to start planting the seed, so to speak, now. And then fall, when fall hits, we're crazy busy again. Okay. Yeah. Fernand's like it's nuts. So it's cyclical, the home-based business. Like I said, it's June, July, it's just July 4th, things like that. But it's really what you want to do is just keep drumming the drum and getting your advertising and your business out there. So Rob, I'm going to have you take over. Did I miss anything tonight? Did I do a pretty good job? I hope so.
Yeah,
Did
yeah. I
everything
mean, it's
today.
great. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a express lane, you're going through and getting your oil change real quick. It's express lane. No,
Exactly.
it's a good job, Mom, explaining it. But what I show a little in detail is just our top level. We
Mhm.
have our 7-figure business in a box. So what I do, I'm her son, by the way. Hello, hi. And my name's Robert, and I've been working with her for over 7 years. So 2017, I quit my job, and I have not looked back. I have not worked literally a 9 to 5 job since 2017. Like, let that sink in for a bit. 2017. So that was an amazing journey because I quit. And what happened with me was I quit, right? And I literally waited a whole year and I lived off of my savings. That's what I did. I just kept paying out, paying out. Like I literally looked around and I was like, okay, now I'm in the business, but what do I do? And so I was just draining, and until it was a pain point. And some of you guys are at a pain point tonight, whether you're an existing member that absolutely needs to take action or someone that is brand new and absolutely needs to take action, right? You have to get your why, your pain point. And so what we've done is we've taken away a lot of the pain point because a lot of people they get in a business and it's called confirm and go. That's what happens. Shirley gets in, confirm and go. Bye, Shirley, you're done, and that's it. What we've done differently is we set up people. So with our company, this is different. This is why you guys should just be sharing it to the world, right? And that's why anyone new, you'll be seeing why you want to, because what we do, we actually set you up with a full business in a box where you actually, let me just share this. We combine our digital products, so our really incredible back office and all the products and all the automation that we have, we actually ship it into the physicals. So the physical life, it's like taking it from the ether, the top, the clouds, right, and then bringing it into the physical. And Mom and I just had a $6,000 day the other day. We had Eve on board, we had Chris, and we had Catherine that just got in with this offer. So it's so cool because you have all of everything the 200, the 500, the 1,000, and the $2,000 level, we bake it right in. And then I was just like, this was taken today, where, I was shipped out two of them. And then Catherine, you're going to be getting yours, because, again, I work in sequence, who fills out our really quick, easy Google form that we have when you get on board. But basically, this is a business in a box. And so, what we do is this is something you just do not see. You never will see. You're not going to jump on a Zoom tomorrow or a Zoom maybe tonight after the Zoom or Zoom in the next week. You're not going to see another company that does it because no one wants to do it. And so I took my knowledge of Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, H Gregg, Best Buy, all these freaking 9 to 5 jobs that I kept working. Okay. Even Radio Shack I worked for. I mean, this is crazy, the knowledge of technology I know. And I even have gotten promoted with something else too. So that's so cool. My mom actually promoted me to even the top position that I'm in with even more technical stuff. So it's even so cool to even get promoted by your own mom, right? Like that's an achievement because it's just more time freedom. Because my mom, she's my mom, but she's also a businesswoman and she wants to see how can she make it where I get into position to help you. And so this is what I've done. I've created a business in a box. I mean, I want to see the comments. I want to see Karen. I want to see Shirley. I want to see everyone else in the comments to say, yes, Rob set me up. This is what he did. I mean, no one does this, right? No one will. So that's what we do. We give the ultimate setup baked into the laptop, and it is loaded remote because these laptops, when I open a laptop, let's go, I personally open up the laptop. The thing with that is I can't act like I'm Dave. I can't, right? Dave knows that. I cannot act like Google will be like, how are you Dave when you're normally Robert on the internet? Doesn't work that well. So what we do is we do a very cool fast method. And so you get the laptop, you get to unbox it like it's your birthday present, and you get to have it where it's loaded, where you get on a actual one-on-one Zoom meeting with me. So you're getting with the co-company owner where you get an exclusive one-on-one setup, which is like priceless, right? No one does this. The hand holding that you get to get here, you just there's nothing like this, right? So we have an elite club. This is at the $2,000 level, and you guys can resell it as well, which is so cool because when you are at the 2,000, you have an ability to resell this. So Karen, she has done well. It's awesome to see her, and she got her laptop, and her words were, quote, I have my own laptop, but I love having another laptop for Get Fearless Freedom. So it's kind of cool. Amelia, she literally said, hey, my dog stepped on the laptop, I think it was, or something happened to her screen. She says, this is my laptop. So people are getting a business and a personal machine all in one. You have, Kevin here, awesome to have him. you have art, you have just a lot of people, even not on the Zoom, because, again, they're traveling, they're not on tonight, whatever, family, stuff, etc., making money with Get Fearless. So they are not on here, but the people that have, Darvel, he's like, well, Rob, I don't have an actual laptop. And some people don't, right? We are in 2025 and some people don't have a laptop. That's fine. I own about three or four of them, but that's me. I'm a tech guy, right? I'm an absolute nerd without the glasses, right? That's
Sharon, we
that's
can
what I
help
say.
you then. Sharon says
So,
she has problems setting up programs. That's exactly why we did this, Sharon, because like Rob and I found the pain point with people. They're like, but I don't know how to set this up. Even though it's a one-click funnel, we still said, hey, do you want a laptop? So get with the person that brought you here tonight. That would be awesome to have you join us.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so cool to have people that actually get to experience a physical item when they're in a business.
Mhm.
No one does it. And just to get that again, we'll go back to the beginning here.
Oh, and by the way,
To
Valerie's in Italy, so that's why she can't make this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's
She's
traveling.
in
She's
Rome
got
right
that.
now.
Um, that's what I love doing, getting people, and a lot of times I'll be at parties, I'll be at events, and people say, "What do you do?" And it's like, well, I build people's businesses and I ship them, and people just are so
Mhm.
intrigued right away. But that's what I do, and I have found where people are number one tech illiterate, extremely to the top of Mount Everest tech illiterate. But that's only because you haven't done it before. It's not because it's hard. There's a
That is
difference,
correct.
right? It's
Yep,
not because it's hard. The system is completely easy and automated. It's because Dave did it the first time or Shirley did it the first time. It is not because it's hard. So what I do is I say, let's go a little further and let's create that experience where it isn't hard and it, number one, isn't to begin with, but we are going to do it for you and ship it and have it on a laptop. So I have it right here, my little baby, my Windows machine. I'm a Mac guy, that's me, but I do love these machines I pick out and I source them very well. I source really good specs. I source them within range of how we can create the best deal for you. So thank you.
that's awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And I remember, one of my mentors, that's exactly what they said. They go, you just haven't done it yet. You think it's hard, but you haven't done it yet. That's what happened to me when I ran my first 5K. I thought, there's no way that this woman at the age of 49 is going to run a 5K, and I did it. What did I have to do that? I had to lose 130 pounds before I ran my 5K. So just so you know, you think that you're limited and you're not. There's no limit on yourself. If you give yourself a limit, then of course there's going to be a limit. But if you seriously, right, Chris? She's shaking her head. I mean, you've learned so much, literally so much since you've been working with Rob and I. Um, anyone have any questions? We'll go
I
ahead and
say,
go
Mom,
off
one
of
final. I
oh yeah.
love what I've been finding with these setups, but
Mm-hmm.
what I've been finding with our growth of our people and our community that have, done and they've plugged in. But what I will say is if there's a limit, I want to ask the audience this. If there is, then why is other people achieving it? If
There,
there's a limit, why is it other people that already are doing it? Right? So there isn't a limit. It's only yourself that's limiting yourself. Corey's limiting himself. I'm limiting myself. Ricky's, Chris, Miss Hayes, Shirley, anyone. We are all, right? If we're seeing it already doing it and it's being done, then why is it saying it's not possible? So that's why I personally got around that. Like I had to get around that, right? I had to go around it because I'm saying, well, others are doing it. There's basketball players that are doing it. There's football, tennis, race car drivers. We watched that F1 movie, right? Mom, that what new
mm-hmm.
F1 movie?
Yeah. The
And
only limit
that's
that you're
so
doing is you're putting it on yourself. And this is
yeah.
this might help more people on the Zoom here tonight. Cause like I said, it's a hybrid presentation slash training. And I've consulted a lot of people over the years, and they're like, well, how did you stay self-employed for 37 years? And I said, oh, it has not always been a bed of roses, by the way. I wish I could grab my son's flowers he got us last night before. Hold on a second. It's not always been this. It's not always been sunshine and roses and flowers. Thank you, Rob, by the way. He surprised Bob and I. He's like, hey, mom and dad, here's some flowers. Anyway, it's up to you. I just chose not to work for anybody. I could not stand someone telling me what to do every day. I couldn't stand it. I was like, and why is my uncle so, like, when I was growing up as a kid, my uncle was so, like, mean on Sundays. One of my uncles, I'm like, said to my mom, I go, why is he so upset? Why is he so mean? And she said, because he's got to go to work tomorrow. And I said to myself, I programmed myself at an early age as a kid. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with having to go to work for someone. If he's that miserable on a Sunday, do you guys ever know anyone like that? Are you that way? Are you miserable because today's Monday and I gotta go to work and I gotta do something? Or would you rather just do what Rob and I do and help people make money online? That's honestly, that's your choice. Thank you for okay. It was from me. You got an email. See, email marketing works. So I just want people to understand that we did the Zoom here tonight to kind of give you a little bit of a overview of, what we do behind the scenes. We do the laptops, we do the Zooms. We're going to have one, trying to think what day it is. Tomorrow I'm with Charlotte. So we have a beautiful baby girl in the family now, and she's 4 months old. She just turned 4 months old, and she's just amazing. So I'm going to be with her tomorrow, but we will have an actual elite training. Anyone that's we got to make sure everybody gets the laptop. So it'll probably be next week now. So, because it just depends on how people get Rob the information. So we're going to be doing groups of training on that. So now, by show of hands, who has the 2000 level with a laptop on here? Can you just give me an idea? I know Karen does. Some of the people on here. Can you just put a 1 maybe in there? So I know. I try to coach 5 to 10 at a time, 10 max. I shouldn't put a ceiling on myself though, should I? Speaking of ceilings, but by next week we'll have an elite training, okay? So anyone that's joined at the 2000 level, if you want to join at the 2000 level, certainly get a hold of me tonight. If you got my email, you can always reply to the email. You can call my 800 number, Sharon, if you want to talk to me. Just let me know and I'll give you a holler, okay? So Rob, do you want to drop the 800 number if anyone wants to sign up? But let me go ahead and go off of my YouTube channel and then I'll take questions, okay? Let me go ahead and do that. I'll take a little time here tonight to answer any questions you guys might have before you join. So let me go ahead and stop the live stream. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, by the way, if you're listening to this, or if you're listening to the person that you're on their YouTube channel. I know I send Karen the video every Monday.